All right.
Hello, everyone who's
Not
watching this
here
in the
yet.
future.
Yeah. Oh, in the future. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. You getting a chair, Seth?
Sure. Should I get a big chair or small?
It's up to you. It's up to you. A little stool probably better. Be a little bit easier, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
We're gonna wait a few minutes. We didn't actually pre-schedule this, even though we knew we were going to be doing this. We didn't pre-schedule it, so here is the.
Ooh, yeah,
How about
nice fan
that?
base
There
going.
we go. What did you say?
We got a nice fan base going. A lot of people here.
Nobody here yet, man. Nobody knew about it. Comments? Okay, good. There we go. You here? Let us know. Aha!
Hey.
Deej, the Bud Files. Good to see you guys. So we're going to scoot over a little bit. Seth's going to join us too. We have had a busy week. Oh, that's
Tell me about it.
different this week.
Yes, it is.
Week
From the week.
that we just had.
Yeah,
So this
the
is
video.
all. This is all this week's video.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you got the other stuff. No. That's terrible. All right. Good evening, Relic Reaper Dawn. Good to see you. We're gonna give everybody a few minutes to get caught up. We didn't put a thing. I just honestly forgot to put up schedule a live for this. We knew we were going to be filling in for Shane tonight, but there we go. Boom. I just forgot to pre-schedule it. So
Rouse Expressions. Tom Riley. Hello, everyone. Thank you for showing up.
Shane is out of town, so we're filling in for him this week for Thirsty Thursday. I think he may be actually driving right now, so hope he's doing well. We'll start off with prayer like we always do, so we'll pray for Shane while he's driving, and anyone else. We'll just get started with prayer, okay, guys? Father, we bow before you tonight. Lord, I thank you so much for this day. Thank you for all the ways that you care for us. Just ask you to keep your hand over Shane and his family as they travel, and thank you so much for our friends. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
So,
Outhouse Otis.
will you keep track of this right
I
here?
will.
And will you make sure and tell Otis, will you greet him as if he's a fan of like mind as ours?
Oh, Otis.
Go ahead.
Well, wait, how do I greet him?
War Eagle.
Oh, War Eagle Otis.
There we go. Outhouse Otis, I think I'm pretty sure his name is Tim, but he lives in T-Town, Tuscaloosa, and so he's an Alabama fan. So we want to just fill you in on kind of what's going on in our life, things that are happening right now. We've got something to show you. Oh, where did they go to? The things that were right here.
The pirate?
Yeah. You don't have to just kind of sit it down over here because we want to show you guys. So anyway, we'll kind of fill you in on some things. If you want to email us anything that you would like for us to show to everyone, that is the email address right there. You can send to us, and we would be glad to have like a little show and tell time tonight. We'll show you some of the finds from our previous video from this last week, and just sit and hang out tonight. So if anybody wants to join us at any point, we're going to put up the link a little bit later. That way, if you would like, you can come up and talk with us. So, what's this? What's Otis say? Correct. Near Tuscaloosa. Yep. Oh wow! Currently in Virginia. Nice. So yes, if I missed you, sorry. So we've got Otis here. Marty, good to see you, Marty. Don, Papa Rouse, Bill, Deej, so good to see you. Deej, actually, what we're going to tell you a little bit about tonight, we have some friends visiting the island from Michigan. They're actually from maybe Royal Oak. I can't remember the exact place. It's close to Detroit is where they're from. So, they've been here. So we've had some pretty busy days. Today we were at the beach, and then they just left a few minutes ago. That's why we're a little bit late getting started tonight. It's because they were at the house until just now. So this is a family that knew me as a child, and so now they are coming here to visit. It's really cool, and So anyway, yeah, kind of a busy week right now. So, but them being from Michigan, I wanted to make sure you knew that. Bill Green live with Mark and the others. Okay, yeah.
Show me treasure.
Show me treasure. Yes, hello. Good evening. Good to see you. So,
So we bring up the first order of business here.
first order of business. Cole wasn't able to go to the beach with us because Cole had homework, and Cole's homework
Was quite delicious.
well, we don't know yet. This is Cole's homework. Cole is in the 6th grade, by the way. He
Look at that apple pie.
he had to make Dutch apple
Smells
pie,
even better than it looks.
for his class. So, torturous events of all torturous events, we are not allowed to have any. So we just wanted to ask our friends, anybody know a way that we can cut a piece out of this pie and make it look like there's not a piece gone? If you've got any suggestions for us, just let us know. So
Rob is in here.
Rob,
We used Monado Mason in our last video as well because we had so many coins.
good to see you. Yeah, Rob was there. Rob got to see it. So if you didn't see our video from this last Monday, we're going to show you some things that we found. You need to go check it out. We found 5 old coins, and we find stuff from 4 different centuries in the video. We don't really talk about that, but that is really what it is: the 17, 18, 19, and 2000s. It's crazy, the stuff that we find. But just as a little short highlight here, we've got these.
Start with the button.
Oh,
I found
okay.
my first ball button. Look at that. That's the back of it. That's really cool. And then I guess we'll start with this.
Which coin of mine should we start out with?
Let's go youngest to oldest.
Youngest to oldest.
So
Okay.
we'll start off with the Merc.
The Merc. Winged Liberty Dime. 1941, was it? What is
Just
it?
look. 42.
42.
Merc.
And the next coin that I found was that one, right? 2 cent?
Yes.
It's
This
a
is
1905 Danish West Indies.
There you go.
2
You
cent
can see it really
piece.
good now.
Such a cool looking coin. This one's a little
So
bit.
it's 1 cent, 5 or
No,
no,
2 cent.
2 cent,
10 bit.
5, 10 bit. Ugh, I keep messing up. 2 cent, 10 bit coin. Really cool. They used bit for a while.
You're
So.
reading these right.
Everybody saying hi.
Thank you, Rob. Yes.
Really, really unique coin. Very cool. And then the next one is no, it's this one. Oh, are these?
What? That's the next one.
These are-
Yours.
Yes. This is mine. The last signal of the day. I didn't find really anything except for that button all day. See the crest there? It has 3 lions and then a crown above it. It says Vestindian at the top. This is a Danish penny. We have found like 40 of these
From when?
from 1868. Pretty much that's the year that they made them. Yep.
And the
So
next coin?
the last two I was showing you are Danish. Of course, the Merc is American. And then the next, well, they're both the same age. This one as well is Danish. This one as well is Danish. And this is a tiny little, we call it a silver coin. It's not really silver.
Easy.
It is silver.
It
It's
is.
like 30% silver.
Yeah, it's not really, it's not a lot of
It's not a
silver.
high quality silver, but it's like 30% silver.
There's the other side. It's so teeny.
The
It's
same
a 2
Danish,
shilling.
the same Danish crest with the lion
Yep.
on top,
Same one as on the
or
on the
3
penny.
lines of the crown on top.
Are the Danish coins copper? Both of the first ones are. That one is, like we said, it's like 30% silver, some bronze, other stuff like that in there. Check for the 2 over 1, and that Merc could be worth big money.
That's interesting. Who
I don't
said
know.
that?
Is that a mistake coin? I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's got to be. Oh, Marty. Huh. Interesting. We'll have to take a look at that, a closer look at that under the loop. And then the last coin that we were going to show you is actually a foreign coin for where we are. I'm trying to get it lined up because there it is right there. I just had it.
Well, I have it now.
You do have it now.
We got a Vicky.
It's an 84 halfpenny.
No, 48.
No, 84.
Are you sure?
I'm almost positive.
Yep, 84. He's correct.
Wait, well, I was correct, so that makes you
Not wrong.
wrong. Yeah, so I found a halfpenny is a Vicky halfpenny, which is really cool. We see
Britannia.
our friends in Great Britain dig these up, and it's really cool.
And they
to
always say,
dig
"I've
one
got a
up.
Vicky.
I got a Vicky.
I got a Vicky."
So really cool. That's from our last video, so you need to go see it. It was this past Monday. It was a lot of fun. I don't think Seth was with us on that one. Were you, Seth? No, it's too bad. This week, what's this week's video, Gene?
I don't know.
I think it's the farm where I find the keg tap,
Must be.
and I find another Merc.
Oh yeah, that must be it.
Seth is with us on that one.
I found another coin, didn't I?
We had donuts. You'll have to check out these donuts. We're gonna have a pretty good picture of the donuts that
Oh,
day.
yeah.
Man. We like going and digging at the farm because the best donut shop on the island is right next door to the farm.
Yep, right
and
there.
We usually stop on the way home, but sometimes we stop on the way in. But we always get
Got some
donuts.
donuts, a little sugar high there, so we can get digging.
That's right. Thank you so much, Don, for sharing this. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much for, if you're hitting the thumbs up, for being here tonight. We really appreciate it. We don't take for granted. This is
Donuts and pie.
time of
Mine.
talking about donuts and pie today. So we don't take it for granted that you come in here and hang out with us and spend time with us. We really appreciate it. We wish you could all come and dig with us and we could find some of this stuff. We've only begun to scratch the surface of things that we can find here. We know that for 300 years, 400 years, there have been people living here and dropping coins like this. And, we're just now metal detecting these areas. Almost every property that we step foot on, when we start detecting it, it's incredible the amount of signals that we get because nobody's been there. And, it takes us a while to get all the trash cleared out, but eventually we start finding some really good stuff. So we really appreciate you hanging out with us. It's awesome. Let's see here.
All right, guys. I'm going to have to head out.
Gene's checking out on us.
I have school tomorrow, and I
He's
am
tired.
exhausted, to say the least. So I'm going to go. Seth, you can take my spot. Keep them occupied.
We still haven't gotten an answer on the apple pie.
So I've got a what?
Answer on the apple pie.
What was the question? Oh, yeah. Nobody gave us an answer. So now listen, you got to take Gene's spot, right? So you're going to be checking out the comments, making sure. Seth's keeping an eye on the comments as we talk. So if anybody asks a question or anything, okay? Seth was saying we didn't get an answer on the pie. Is anybody have any suggestions on how we can best cut it to be able to sneak a piece out? So.
I think we cut it and then take some from like the inside and then just like kind of pile it up on that and then cook it again.
Oh, and then put it back in the oven? I don't know if that's a good idea. So let's see here. I bet you are, Deej, yes. Right there. What is, let's ask another, always make a second pie. Otis, here is the thing. He had to make 2 pies because his class is a larger class. He made 2 of these pies, and we're still not allowed to have 1 piece. If we were going to have any, he would have to have made 3 pies. Crazy. So what is everyone's favorite dessert? What is your favorite dessert? Is it ice cream? What if it's ice cream? What type of ice cream? If it's pie, what kind of pie? If it's cake, what kind of cake? What's your favorite dessert? What's your go-to thing? If you're gonna go get some dessert, what is it that you like? Okay, yeah, that's not torture at all. No, not at all. Stop bringing this stuff home. Yep, absolutely. I had some dessert gooey things that Rob brought when we went to Florida at Christmas time. Those things were fantastic.
Rice pudding.
Rice pudding is one of my favorites. Expressions of the Outdoors says. I can't say that. I don't know that I've ever had rice pudding.
Heard of it.
I've heard of it.
I've never heard of
You've
it.
never heard of it?
Nope.
I've never had it that I can remember. I'm sure I would like it. I honestly haven't had very many things that I haven't liked. Tim says Dutch apple pie.
I will say, arroz con leche, sorry, is a Spanish dish. It's basically just rice milk. It's really good. It's very sweet, kind of mushy substance.
Listen, Gene said he was leaving, didn't he?
I did.
Now he's back.
I'm leaving.
That's no good. Just kidding. Have a good night, kid. He says, tell me if I'm saying this right. Arroz con leche,
Yes.
rice with milk, is really good Spanish dessert. Let's see here. Yeah, so Tim says Dutch apple pie, Expressions of the Outdoors,
Moose tracks or
rice
chocolate
pudding.
chip ice cream. Thing is each.
If dessert is colored brown, I'll eat it. Looter 8 says. What'd you say? What did Deej say?
Moose tracks or mint chocolate chip.
Moose tracks or mint chocolate chip ice cream. Yeah.
Upside down cake.
Hello, Burkles. Thank you so much for being here. Looter 8, thank you for being
I don't think
here.
I've ever ate upside down cake. But I know
Um,
Mom's pineapple upside down cake.
Mom's pineapple upside down cake. Show me treasure. Yes. I love pineapple upside down cake. It is really good. Now, I would like to say, we're talking about dessert. If you're just joining us, we're talking about dessert because Cole wasn't able to go to the beach with us today because he had to make Dutch apple pie for his class. He's in the 6th grade, and it's for math class. But they're working with fractions and weights and measures and everything. So the teacher has that as an assignment. It's really cool. So if you have a favorite dessert, let us know what it is. If it's ice cream, what kind? If it's a pie or a cake, what kind? I don't know if I should go into each category, but probably my favorite all-time dessert is something that I used to make when I was in high school quite a bit. And it was, oh man, I just lost kind of, what's that? Oreo Delight. That's it. Yep. Oreo Delight. It's something my mom made and I kind of learned how to make it. I love it. It's kind of like dirt cake or whatever if you're from Mississippi. It is like Oreos and French vanilla pudding. So good. Delicious. Connie, good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Paul, American Woodland Relics. Paul and Belinda, thank you so much for being here. Have a good night's rest. Hope everything goes well tomorrow with you. Wow, man, so many people here tonight. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. Make wicked cheesecake. Awesome. Cheesecake is one of my favorite as well. Go ahead and eat one of those pies and then tell the teacher the dog ate it. Hey, that's a pretty good suggestion. I'm telling you, I've got coffee right now. So the pie would be fantastic.
Or just my dad ate it. You could just say that.
He could just blame it on me.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know if I like that idea too much. I know the teacher. Oreo Delight is awesome. Yes, I love it. It is so good. Easy to make too, really. I mean, relatively easy to make. So awesome. So yeah. So Cole wasn't able to go. He had that. We kind of filled you in on our video from last week. If you haven't seen it, it's a very fun video. It was great. We loved it. You need to go check it out. 5 old coins come out of the ground. Old ball button. It's our very first one to dig up. And I started using the new shovel. Shane sent me a Predator Tools shovel, and I love it. It is amazing. So good. So the email address that is there, whenever we do these lives, we always ask if anybody wants to share anything with us. And you can do that. If you want to join and just show anything or tell us about anything, feel free to do that. Here is the link. We call it dirt pudding. Yeah, that's what I've heard too. Gummy worms in it. See, I don't like the gummy worms in it. I just like the Oreo Delight is just the pudding and the Oreos. Delicious. So let's see here. I do have one email, so I'm going to go check over my email. If you pop in while I'm gone, don't go away from me. I'm going to try to share this. So I've got to get back here and figure out how to share it. Okay, give me just a minute. Expressions of the Outdoors. Wayne has a find for us. Give me a second. Present. Is that what I do, Seth? You remember this? Share screen. YouTube. Yep, there we go. All right, here comes Wayne's unusual find. Sounds like a really good signal.
exactly sure what it is.
No, I can't say that I'm sure what it is either. The galaxy far, far away.
And then
That'll be it.
I agree. Clean it up a little better.
Huh, that's interesting. I can't say that I can help you out with what it is, but yeah, definitely an interesting find. And that's honestly, that's part of the thing that keeps us interested in this hobby, right? I mean, whether we're just like, if you don't know our channel very well, then Seth, hello, Ken, good to see you. Seeing if anybody else made it in while we were away. So glad you guys are here. Thank you very much. So Seth is a sight find kind of guy. And so many times he'll bring something to me and we have to try to figure out what it is. It's really cool. But even when you're digging, you dig something up and half the time I don't know what it is. I try to figure it out. I use one resource that I use even in the field is Google Images. I will try to get it cleaned up the best that I can, take a picture of it, put it on Google Images. And a lot of times that will help me identify what it is. With that one, I don't know that there would be a way for that, Wayne. I'm not sure. Shannon, thank you. Hello, good to see you. Anybody else? If I've missed you, I'm sorry, but thank you again so much for being here. You leaving, Seth?
No, I'm just getting coffee.
Oh, just getting coffee. Okay, I'm just kidding. So yeah, I use Google Images, and then of course another thing is I have a Facebook Messenger group with a few guys on there, and we kind of put stuff in there and say, hey, can you help us identify this? And then of course you guys in the community, whether on Facebook or on YouTube, put things in there and say, can't figure out what this is. Anybody have any help? Anybody have any idea? Give me some help. And usually I'm able to identify it, but every once in a while, there are still things that people can't even help me with. And Google Images isn't able to help me with. Just kind of have to chalk it up to, it was something, right? I hear people say that all the time. Well, it's something. Yes, it is. It is something. So if you have anything that you would like to show, picture, video, like Wayne just sent me, if you have a short that you've produced lately and would like to show, you've got the email address right there. Feel free to do that. We're going to move on. Next, we have
There's also
whoa,
coffee there.
Burkle. What? Okay, I feel bad. I forget to share. I get so interested in the pictures, and so this is from Burkle. I hope I'm saying that right, by the way. This is a digger. Check that out. And make sure it's sharing. I always like to go back and make sure. Yeah, it is. Check that out. And here's the next picture of it.
Oh, wow.
That is something else. That is really cool. Now, a couple questions. Is this something that you make to sell? Is this something that you just make for yourself? Have you, sold any of these, produced any of these? You make it for a friend, that kind of thing. And then how long does that take? Like, I don't know the process, what that would be like. So let me just go back through here. It looks like some more people have joined. DNL, thank you for being here tonight. Mad Mag, thank you for being here tonight. That'll be in your 200 giveaway. Okay, awesome. How long did that take to make? Just out of curiosity. That is something else. That's really cool. It looks really well crafted. That's awesome.
I like the font on the letters.
You like the font? I mean, they've got this awesome picture. And then you say you like the font? I'm just kidding. That's awesome. I do like that. That is really, really cool. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. We really appreciate it. Have a couple more we're going to show as well. Again, if you'd like to, let's see here. Takes a couple of days to do. Yeah, I bet. Otis is wondering if you can do that to anything. Mad Max says you need that. Yep. Yes, thank you so much, Connie, for sharing their YouTube. Really appreciate that. When they get to 200, they're going to be giving that away, by the way. That is really cool. Yes, thank you for being here, Mad Mag. Really appreciate it. We always have fun with these lives. Next is Tim Lewis. Tim's, the story that goes along with this is, it says it's a ring that had been lost for 13 years, found and returned, a religious silver pendant in a 1797 real. So there's a ring, a pendant, and then a real. Oh, yep. Check that out. Okay, you ready? Ready, everybody? I got to figure out. Let me make sure to get this right. Present, share screen. And there we go. Everybody can see that? There's the ring. It was lost for 13 years and found it and was able to return it. Think about that. I mean, that's really cool. And then the religious pendant. I have actually found one like this, Tim. This is St. Christopher. And if you don't know about this, I didn't until I dug one up, but he's the patron saint of like protection during travel or something. And this is a depiction of baby Jesus that he is carrying there with him. And then check this guy out. 1797 real. That is something else. My phone started ringing right then, by the way. I'm sure you could probably hear that. Wow. That is something else, Tim. Is that, let's see here. Yeah, I didn't know it either, so I looked it up. I just typed in, St. Christopher, what was he for? And yeah, we found a couple different ones of that religious medallion. And awesome. Okay, you bake it at 250 degrees to make that image, the grim and the image on that dicker. That's awesome. Incredible return. That is awesome. So glad you were able to do that. Team Lynch, thank you so much for being here. And anybody else, if you've come in the last few minutes, Patty Disharoon, thank you for being here. Hello, good to see you tonight. We are just having a little bit of show and tell tonight, and we're talking about desserts. So Tim showed us these. I'll go back through these real quick. This is a 1797 real, a St. Christopher medallion, and a class ring that was lost for 13 years that he found and was able to return. So that's really, really cool. Next on our list is Don, his most recent interesting find. Don, we're going to try to show it. I know he says it's 2 minutes. If it's too long, don't worry about it, but we're going to try to show it. So I'm going to present it. Give me just a minute here. Oh, man, we've got this thing down to a science. And then I'm just going to hit play. You ready?
Hey, guys. Out for a quick little hunt. Getting a shower 15. It's right in here somewhere.
This is Relic Reaper Dawn.
You guys see it? You guys see it? There it is. That bullet. What does it look like? What does it look like, guys?
That's definitely it.
Interesting. See that line on it. I have to clean it up a little bit more. Look at it. All right. See what I find out about it. All right. So I did a little research. It says this thing is like closest thing you can come to is a pill pocket, pill holder. I'm gonna try and open it up. Okay. Let's see what we got. I wonder if there's gonna be any pills in it.
Is it pill holder?
It doesn't show. Oh, that's interesting. If you can see what's in there. A pill?
Imagine.
What that is. Look at this. What the hell is this? Filter? Real weird. What do you think, guys?
Anybody in here know what it is?
There's some writing on it.
Your carrot definitely has a distinct sound.
Oh, it's coordinates.
Thank you, Patty. We'll check that email.
That's cool. I'm going to find out what that is for. Catch you guys on a follow-up on that one.
Coordinate in the middle of the water. Wow. Yeah, I gotta say, Don, that's interesting to say the least.
Pretty random.
Any follow up on that? I mean, that was the coordinates off in the middle. That's pretty crazy. Just as a reminder, Burkles says that make sure that you're subscribed to their channel if you want to be a part of that giveaway. They're going to do that for their 200 sub giveaway, and you must be, of course, subscribed to be able to get that. So, all right, just making sure. I'm going back to make sure. All right. Team Lynch is maybe suggesting bird tag. Could be. All right. Next is Patty. She says some of her recent finds. Thank you, Patty. You rock. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is going to be good stuff. Okay, guys, ready? If you got to be able to tell us about any of this, if you can in the chat. You know, if I'm having trouble identifying something, we may have questions, of course, as it goes. There, we're starting off with a ring. That is something else. I'm assuming. I don't know. I can't tell if that's any kind of silver or precious metal at all.
But
wow.
shiny.
Yes, shiny. Very cool. Our next picture. I'm giving everybody just a little bit of time. Earring?
Yeah.
Got to be an earring, right? Check over and see. Nice ring. Yes, absolutely. By the way, Don says he was looking for the coordinates, and that's all that comes up. Weird thing to find in the woods. Someone suggested a geocache piece. Yeah, could be.
I definitely think it's for treasure map.
Seth is really.
I see you go diving.
Thinking treasure map, Don. So he's suggesting diving at that spot. All right, next. Oh, wow.
That's a.
Patty, are these all from this year so far? This is really cool. That one is interesting right there.
It looks like 2. I thought it was 2.
I mean, it's 1, 2, 3, and then this one. You think that's 2 different ones, or that looks
Well,
like
I
just
thought it was
one?
2 identical ones,
Oh,
but maybe it is 1.
looks like one just kind of big ring.
Yeah. Crosswalk for a badge. What is that?
Like a hiking symbol. Maybe like from a Girl Scout or a Boy Scout. The patch they get for their vest.
Bottle opener.
Bottle opener. Yep, Sam Adams. Very cool. We'll go back through these again just in case you didn't get to see them all. Let me check over the comments first before we get back. Hiking badge, yep. Maybe someone wrote down the coordinates for a boat that was sinking, put it in a pill thingy so it wouldn't get wet.
That's not that earlier, but
Could be. Yeah, Don, I agree. It does look like a snake ring. Shannon, yeah, we do geocaching as well as a family, and there are some crazy ways that people hide things. And one way is a magnet on like a guardrail, but I just can't figure out why there would be coordinates in it if it is a geocache. That's the part that's kind of puzzling to me. Yeah, Patty is on fire with the great finds, no doubt. 007 leaving a message. I like it. Yes, absolutely. All right, so we're going to go back through Patty's finds just in case you missed them. There was the bottle opener and then the hiking badge. Very cool finds. Rings. Awesome looking rings. I bet that one right there, that snake ring, I bet that gave off an awesome signal. Next, earring. It looks like a stone, like a legitimate gem. I don't know what it would be, but it looks like it's not just glass.
It's a sling.
It's a what?
It's a sling
It's a sling.
that David's gonna.
Oh, it's David's sling. Okay.
That's what I thought when I saw it.
Nice ring there. And then the last one, or first one, depending on when you first saw it, this ring here. Very cool. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Patty. We really appreciate it. We love getting to show off finds whenever we have a chance to do these lives. We love showing off your guys' finds. So Blue Moonstone. Okay, yeah. All silver. Nice. Yes. Missing link to Blackbeard's treasure. Yeah, true story. Yes. Absolutely. I love it. That's awesome. I love finding interesting things like that. Just the things that you wouldn't expect. Like I mean, like that. Those rings that are just unique. Like, you know, some rings are just kind of run of the mill rings, but that ring, that snake ring, you know, anything like that that's just a little bit different. Last year, Gene found a lizard ring. What?
Was it lizard?
Huh?
Huh? I
You said we dig it.
Oh, I did.
For what?
I don't know.
Oh, showing the cup.
I guess.
That's a good cup. This is Seth's coffee cup. Somebody asked me one time, "Hey, where can I get We Dig It merch?" I was like,
Shopperdigger.com.
we don't have any. Yeah, shop at wedigit.com. Don't do that. We don't have a website. So yeah, the email address is right there if you want to show us anything, if you would like to. I'm flipping back over every once in a while and checking this. So we would be glad to have show and tell. If you want to come up and tell us about anything, you can. We have also introduced the subject of desserts tonight because of Cole's homework that he was given. He had to make 2 Dutch apple pies. This thing is still hot, by the way.
I mean,
We better not.
They better notice.
They would notice. We better not. So we introduced, hey, what is your favorite dessert? Burkles could help us out on the cup merch, I bet. And DNL, I just read your comment here. This right here, I want you to know if you're not familiar with geocaching. So it's like a worldwide game of hide and seek. People hide this cache, and it's not literal cold hard cash, although sometimes they do put coins in there. But it is just a container, and it usually has a log in there so you can sign it. Yes, Tim and Kathy, where is the vanilla ice cream? Trust me. I mean,
I think we have some in the fridge.
yeah, I know we do. We need some, right? Anyway, so and so you find where it is. You have an app you can go onto, and you find all these geocaches that are around you. They are literally everywhere. It is all over across the entire world. They're in the middle of the city. They're in the middle of the country. Just everywhere you go, geocaches are around. You get the app. It's like a $5 a year charge, and then you can just play that game wherever you are. That's what we do when we're on vacation. You go looking for it. It's on a hike. Sometimes you can just pull off of the road and find them. And sometimes it's a multi-cache, like you said. And Don, if that is true, Then the next cache is out in the water there, and they have them that are in the water. You would dive to get it, open it up, and then, whatever it is, if you're supposed to go to the next place, you can do that. I clicked on this one. Sorry, I was showing Tim's, talking about DNL, but I showed Tim's. I'm still new at this, right? So yeah, there we go. So it could be a multi-cache. Tim, you read his comment. He says he likes the finds that are unique and unsure. It's like a puzzle. I love that too. Yeah, your imagination kind of runs wild when you find stuff. A couple weeks ago, who was it? Somebody found a piece of lead. Dukes of Derbyshire. Derbyshire is the way I would say it, but they say Derbyshire. It was a piece of lead, just a round like coin, and it had an X on it. That's so cool. Like, I mean, there's no way to really know what it is, but the mind kind of runs wild with what it could be, right? Shannon, here we go. More about geocaching. I was checking farm fence and found a geocache hanging on my barbed wire fence. Great family hobby. It is a fantastic family hobby. It really is. If you go to the geocache website, you can buy geocache that are hollowed out bricks. You can buy caches that are a combination, and you go onto the website and get the combination for this. And then when you get there, you get to open it up.
Wow.
It's so cool. What has been your favorite geocache that we found? 'Cause we've literally found them in Michigan, Tennessee, Florida, Huron Island, all over the place.
There was one in Michigan that was in a little lighthouse. I like that one.
Oh yeah,
We opened it
yeah.
to the lighthouse.
Somebody had a lighthouse bird feeder, but a big one in their front yard, and they put a geocache in there, and you had to go find it. Feels kind of weird. You're in somebody's front yard, literally in their front yard, but they put it there, so they know it's there. It's just really cool, and you get to see all the different places where people have found this cache, and they've been from all over the place. It's really cool. Yep. If you want to email anything, there is the email address. If you want to come up and say anything, you can go back and find the link. It's not too far back, I don't think, so you should be able to scroll back. Yeah, it's just barely up there. If you want to come in and show us anything, you're more than welcome to. We're going to be wrapping up pretty soon. We try to end it around 10, even though we got started a little bit late. We don't want to go super late because somebody has school tomorrow. You can just tell he's so excited about it too. We have 2 weeks left?
This week, then next week. Those are the only 2 normal weeks. Then the last week is exams.
Exams, yes.
Which is like 1 missing day and then 2 half days, and
Yeah.
so it's a very short week.
Yep.
But I don't have exams.
Don, so this is what. So Tim and Kathy, it all depends. If you are just going to find the log, you just sign the log, and that is fine. Just like we have acronyms in our hobby, the geocache community has TFTC. Thanks for the cache is kind of what it stands for. So people will sign it a lot of times, their name, and TFTC. We usually sign ours, the Wooten Boys or the Wooten family. But you can, if there's anything in there, you can trade. So we might take our stickers, or we dig it stickers and put in there and take something from there. You do trade out as well. It's really, really cool. Don, the one who got us on this subject, he says it would be interesting to go find, but it is near Cabo Verde off the coast of Guinea. Oh, wow.
I still think it's
That
possible.
is not possible, probably.
I could do it.
Seth still isn't beyond that. It's just a treasure, location of the
I mean,
treasure.
If it's pirate
Maybe.
treasure, if it's worth it.
Hey, Don, is there a chance that you found this on Oak Island? And they're supposed to be going to there to find the treasure for Oak Island. Is that possible? Could it have been left by the Knights Templar? Yeah, if you take something, Connie, you are supposed to leave something. Yes, absolutely. That is kind of the way to set up. If you take something from the cache, you should leave something of some value. Yes, that was something I had to teach my boys too, because when we first got into it, they were like, "Hey, I want to take this mercury die. Well, what are we gonna leave, boys?" They look around for a broken McDonald's toy in the car. No, that's not it. You're trading. You're not gaining from this. You're trading, you're giving something and receiving something. So I have 1 week left here and they're moaning and groaning about it. Yep. It's fantastic. I love it. You should start your own geocaching, but you'll need a metal detector to find them. Oh, Tim, that's a good idea. Just have the coordinates on the app, and then you got to dig to find it. That is a good idea. Jason, good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, check this out. Marty, last week I signed my first autograph. Some young boy, 12-ish, recognized me as Digging with Marty. That is really cool. That is so cool. We haven't had that at all. I mean, I'm not shocked by it, but we haven't had that at all. Nobody's recognized us as the We Dig It family while we've been out and about. You know, we know quite a few people just because I'm an extrovert, so I don't meet strangers. But we've never had anybody that said, "Hey, wait a minute, you have a YouTube channel, don't you?" I think that'd be pretty cool. That's really cool. Congratulations, Marty. That's really neat. So a few minutes left here. We are also going to have this live next week. So this email address is the one that I use for this. If you have any suggestions for us, send them there. Hey, it'd be cool to talk about this, or maybe to have this guest. We'd be glad to try to have a guest on, search somebody out if you guys want to hear from somebody specifically. But we will have this again next week at this time, 9:00 on Thursday night. So, yeah, Jason, I know these dudes. Shannon says, yep, that's awesome. We're not worthy. Yeah, honored. Absolutely. No doubt. Burkles, yes, sent me an email. Okay, good. We'll check this out. Oh, another one. Check this out. Here we go. We're going to share this too. This is Burkles. Something else that they did. Share screen. Shout out to Iron Antler.
A double shout out to Iron Antler Adventures for mailing this to me since I was the winner of it, and Burkle Cerakoting for creating this digger. Just check out this design. They call it the Grim Digger. He Cerakotes stuff. That's Brad and Summer Burkle at Burkle Cerakote.
That's cool.
Talk about an excellent digger tool for none other than metal detecting. Almost looks too nice to use, but the Tin Man will figure out something for it. Got a double.
Yeah, that it does. I agree with you, Tim. It looks too nice to even use, but you got to, right? Yeah, thank you so much, Tim. Really appreciate that. Too full for a sandwich, Deej says. All right, so if you have any suggestions for us for next week, if not, we'll just come on and do the same kind of thing, have show and tell, hang out, enjoy the time together. But if you have anything you say, hey, this is kind of cool, or I've always wondered about this. It could be anything. It could be metal detecting related. It could be just life in general. It could be about who we are. Could be what?
Apple pies.
Could be about apple pies. Yes, since we're experts now. Maybe come back next week and find out if we actually withstand temptation
I mean,
and don't have a piece of the pie.
We could just shave off a little bit off the top.
We got to figure out a way to have at least a taste. And there are two of them. Just break off a piece of it. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Burkles, by the way, I heard him say Cerakoting. I was wondering how to say that. If you noticed, I had not said it because I wasn't really sure how to exactly say that. I would assume that is correct, Cerakote. So trivia about finds or history sounds cool. How about this? We've talked about this before. spring rolls. Oh man, Jason talking about dinner. Man, it makes me hungry again. We've talked about this before, but like a lot of these coins that we find, we don't even fully know the history behind them. So we could maybe talk about that, get some good pictures of the really good coins that we found. I mean, look how tiny this thing is. This is a mercury dime next to it. Okay. And this is the 2 skilling, just to give you an idea of the size of that thing. This little piece of silver, the 1800s Danish silver, on the Knox. So, this is going to give you a 26, 27. This gives you a 19. One thing I have found in my metal detecting days is it's not so much the content of what it is, but the size and shape of it has a lot to do with what signal it's going to give you a lot of times. So interesting there. Tony, good to see you. Mr. Diggs, always glad for Clad. Sorry, we are wrapping up. But we really appreciate you guys. So glad that you were here tonight. Had to step away, deal with a sick cat. So sorry, Don. Same size as a Trime. Yeah, it is pretty close to that. So next week, if you have any suggestions, we will keep that one in mind. Some history, maybe some history on the coins that we find, maybe some history on items that we find, that sort of thing. We may just do that. And if you have anything you ever need us for, War Eagle stx@gmail.com. GW, my initials, in case you're wondering about my email address. War Eagle, I'm an Auburn fan. STX, that's the call letters for St. Croix, gmail.com. So GW, War Eagle stx@gmail.com. You ever have any questions for us? You have any suggestions for next week? We would appreciate it. You guys all have an awesome night, a great weekend. If you get out digging this weekend, good luck. Hope you have an awesome time. Sorry, just showing some of these comments here at the end. And we are going to, what I have to use for images. So we'll talk about that too, Deej, with what we have for next week. We use, I just lost it. Practical Ken helps me with it. See if anybody's putting it down here for me. But yeah, we'll talk about this stuff next week. Thank you guys all so very much. Click on these. Don't forget to be a part of Burkle's 200 sub giveaway. Have a wonderful night. See you all next week. Bye.
Bye.